Before registering a limited liability company in Illinois, it's important to do an Illinois business entity search first because the LLC's name must be distinguishable from the other names that are registered with the state. If you try to register a name that is already being used by an LLC in Illinois, your articles of organization, which is the paperwork you file with the Secretary of State, will be rejected. In this video, I'll quickly show you how to do a business name search on the Illinois Secretary of State's business entity database so that you can make sure the name that you want to use is available. To get started, go to the Illinois Secretary of State website at ilsos.gov. When we reach this page, we will go to LLC under the Business tab. Then we're going to do LLC Search. Click Search again on this page. Then on this page, we have the choice of which type of search that we want to do. I would recommend using the Corporate and LLC button, just so you can see if there are other corporations in addition to LLCs that are trying to use the name. We'll click Submit. And to keep your search broad, I would stick with the name selection. And for our first one that we're going to search is Ninja Mowing. We'll type that in the field and click Continue. And as you can see here, this search shows that Ninja Mowing does not match any records. So that's a great sign, and that name is likely available. Now, if you were to do a search and maybe you have the plural version of the name, such as Ninjas Mowing, but there was a Ninja Mowing, it could be questionable whether the Secretary of State will allow that one or not. So you may want to try some different variations of the spelling and plural versus singular version of the name. So since that one came back as clear, I want to show you a couple other options. And this next one, we're going to look for Lawn Ferry. And as you can see here, there is a company with Lawn Ferry LLC. So we can take a look at this. If your search comes back with that, what we want to look at is the status. And here you can see involuntary dissolution. So depending on how long this name has not been active and the reasons why it isn't active, you may still be able to register it. But this is a fairly recent one. It happened in 2022, so isn't going to be available. You'll also be able to look at more information about the entities if there was a positive search. So in this one here, you can see that the address of the principal office, type of LLC, the date it was formed. You'll also see registered agent information, the date that the annual report was filed, the name of the managers of the LLC, and in this case, it is the same as the registered agent, so the owner was acting as the registered agent here. And in this last search, we're going to look for Lawn Boss. To look at another example, we'll click through since there is a result here. And jumping right to the status, this one is active. So this means that there is a company that's currently in operation in the state of Illinois operating under the name Lawn Boss LLC. So if you wanted to name your business Lawn Boss and you are an LLC, this name would not be available to you. So you would have to pick something different. Now, even if your LLC name search comes back clean, I do recommend doing a federal trademark search with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, or USPTO. The Illinois Business Entity Search only looks for other registered corporations or LLCs in the state of Illinois, and somebody else may have the exclusive right to use the name that you want to register. The trademark search is super fast, and I have a link to a video on how you can do a trademark search yourself for free. So give your search a try, and if you have any questions, please let us know.